everyone, it is Loki Monster here, and today we're going to be checking out an out of this world build by Aog Sado mining-Turkyie Hibaby. Yes, that's a mouthful, but we just call him Hibaby. Now, I've been following him since almost day one when Housing was released. He has several builds you can check out. They are all on the Red Surfer, but the one we're going to be checking out today is his Captain's Cabin. So we're just going to go down the list, and you see him here, and we're going to pick the Captain's Quarters. You may or may not find yourself bouncing here, but if you are bouncing, just hit any button and you'll fly up to the level. Sometimes it automatically shoots you right up to this position. So we're going to check out his house, and first off, check out that ceiling. That is done with lit windows. Very cool. And before we head off to the main area, we're going to turn around and come back this way up these stairs, and you'll find a little platform up here you can check out. And as you can see, the floors are glass, so you can see the level below. And you can just hop up here, and we have some chairs with this circular table that is very cool. And when we come down the stairs, we're going to check out down here. You can see he has a little desk here, and he's got his raised bed up here. That's very cool. Now, I don't know if there is a way down. I've always used the code to get here, but here it is downstairs. So he's used a bulkhead for the desk, and he's also used some gumdrops for hanging lights, and also created a bookshelf with books on it as well. And what I really love is his big screen TV, and he uses multiple pieces of glass to get that static look effect. And he's got his guild logo on the floor, AOG, and this is heading off into the main direction. And as you see, he has his museum trophies here, and check out the rocket on that. We'll show you that ship a little better as we move on. And there is also this ship out here he's created, and that is just so cool that he's got it all in flames. That is awesome. And we got a little control center and a map above it, so you can check out where you're going. And of course, we gotta have a little humor. And Hibaby is added shades and a stogie to the wizard. I think he's done something to his eyes as well. That's quite neat. And then when you come out to this glass tunnel, we're going to see a building off here, and we're first just going to see this set of rings. Now, if you see these rings, you just want to jump. Sometimes you'll have to switch out of travel form in order to make the jumps, and this is the way to his parkour into the void. Now, when I attempted this, I died immediately, but he did take me down. But this does give you a good idea of what his map looks like from underneath. So I'm just going to revive here, and after he took me about halfway down, I was already like, oh my gosh, how far down are we going? Now, I'm not going to spoil what's at the bottom of the parkour, because the whole point of doing the parkour is to get to the bottom to find out what's at the end. But I will say I found it quite humorous. Now we're back into the tunnel, and this is the rocket ship that we saw the back end of in the first area. I'm going to come back to the green rings, because that is my favorite section over there, and I'll show you what that is. And he's built another ship up there off in the distance. So we have this set of rings, and this seems to be his control center for this ship. Is very cool, and I love how he did the star. It reminds me of the Imperial symbol from Star Wars. Very cool. So we're going to come up these stairs now, and then we're going to have another set of these rings, and these are made out of gumdrops, by the way, and I do them too as well, and they are great elevators. So we have, I think it's a telescope, not a gun, and he has another bed and another static TV here, and he's created a little fax machine printer and I love using the gumdrop for the plant. That's a great plant base. Now we have another little bit of stairs here. I do have to use my travel form to get up this one. It's a little tricky. Whoops, and I got caught on that little edge there. And then we're just going to come up here to another little ring to shoot up onto the ceiling. And then he has a little garden up here. Very cool. And when you come over to this area, you'll find a glass ramp here leading to another area. Now this glass ramp is fairly simple, but he does make it a little tricky as you go up, getting very narrow, so you might want to take it slow and not use a travel form to get up here. I should also mention this is not a finished build, this is a work in progress. As I was going up, I'm going to myself, please don't make it more narrow, please don't make it no more narrow. I am really bad at parkour. So we're heading up this big, huge staircase here, and then we get to this walkway, and he's done the red floors with flattened jubes. Very cool. Now jubes do get a shine, and if you are on PC, apparently they're almost translucent, that you can see through them. So we got this entrance through the bulkhead here, and this big area. Like I said, this is a work in progress, so he may be filling in these spaces with more stuff. So we have this little round central area, and then when we come over here, we have this stairway that wraps around and around the building. Now it's quite a ways up, but the views up here are just incredible and well worth the trip up. So up here we have another console, and this is very cool, the view out here, and I love what he's done here. I don't even know for sure what he has done there for a computer screen, but I love the shape of it. He is very innovative with his creations sometimes, and we have this wonderful spot where you can just sit and chill and hang out with your buddy if you want. That's really cool. And now we're gonna go up more. And as you can see, it is quite big. He's used some pocket galaxies here to add some extra stars in. That's very cool. Now I'm going to jump down soon because the view is actually down here. Oh, I didn't mean to fall quite that fast, on the bottom floor. And that is very cool indeed. And you can get on top of some of these planets as well, but you can see his entire build from up here. That's very cool. So we're going to head back down, and we're going to get on top of the world. So we're just going to head out the exit here, and as you can see, there is a flag here and the Earth. Now if you make this jump right, you will be able to hop over onto the planet. Cowabunga! Ooh! And dance on top of the world if you like. It is very cool, and again, the views up here is awesome. And I'm actually like surprised that they did collision on the globe of lore. It is very cool though. I think I landed somewhere around Doomwood when I jumped. And I'm going to attempt this. Am I going to attempt this? Try to make it to there. Can I make it? Let's see. We get a good view of his build as we go down. Woo! Nope, didn't make it. So I'm back in his control room, little editing to go through the green rings, and this is my favorite part of his build. We'll just jump up, and then we just follow this path out here to go to the out of this world Burger Hero. Yes, we have a Burger Hero. We have a huge round restaurant that is all glass panels around it. He has these beautiful details on the wall done with the gumdrops as well as the hanging lights and a little fun sparkly lights here as well. um, and then we have a kitchen section over here as well, where he has done all kinds of detail like knives and pots and burger plates made up with the wood fire stove there, as well as a grill here and the sinks and everything you can imagine. This is really nice, and I love this little cabinet here with the veggies in behind it. That's very cool. And we even have like a little reception area where they can take reservations, as well as a little coat rack. This reminds me so much of the Jetsons. And building round pieces, they can be quite difficult and fussy to do this because you got to get all the panels just right in order to go around the circle to try to keep them even. I can tell you from my building experience, he has spent a lot of time and effort doing this. This is well worth going to visit. And actually, believe it or not, it took me almost 40 minutes to check everything out. This has just been condensed down to 10 minutes. So there's lots to see. I want to thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.